Hello and welcome to Heroes of History, and let's test this new allied culture, the Desert Trail Gambit here. Well, it's Arabia, so let's jump right into it and see what it holds for us. Well, it's gonna land with you already next week, so less than 7 days for it to start on live. So let's just see what we can gain from this. Oh, there was some prizes from last week, not really interesting. So for some reason I start with 0 of everything. That's a bug someone else mentioned too. I didn't see that one myself on my main account, but this is my secondary, and here everything is, well, dead empty for some reason. It shouldn't be that. Oh, come on. I just wanted to go here and research Rise of Arabia. Now, I'll have to be careful with what I use my money for when there is, well, actually none. So first off, well, we got this one, and 3 medium homes and 2 merchants. Well, let's go. That wasn't a medium home. I don't want luxurious home. So put that one up, and oh, I don't even got money for number 2 now. That seems rather unfulfilling. Well, that's just how it is. I'm not really sure what to say about this, because this will take some time to show anything real. Can I see? No, that's not even... I can't even go there. So let's jump to my main city, and then we can look at how it starts up. Now here's a bit of everything. Now, as you can see, we can brew some coffee here, and there's some incense there too. So that's what is good there. And well, I'm only this far because I really didn't have time to play allied culture today. But that's just my messed up, well, real life. So that's what it is. As you can see here, there isn't anything key different. The difference is mainly in the number of expansions given as reward, but other than that, every other reward is placed just as usual. Level 28 is 5 antimatter, and the same with level 30. So it's really the same shape for the rewards. Now this Petra Wonder here, it gives a boost to my dirham production by 30% already, so that's well, I guess that's a good thing. But well, it's not that much. As you can see here, well, that gives a lot of free space around that cramps up everything. When there's only 1 week to test this, it's gonna be a bit hard when I'm out of time to also really show a really good strategy in your setup. So it's not really an option. This bazaar works exactly like it does in Rise of Cultures. There is some offers, and every 20 minutes it refreshes on its own. If you're impatient, you can try to push the refresh now. I don't, as you can see here, I don't have a lot of gold files to buy with, so that would be really waste of money to do. So that's not really happening. There's a lot of camels here. Well, at first you can only get 1 camel at a time, and the camels are here in the camel farms. But as you can see here, in 5 minutes I can now get 12, and in 1 hour I can 120. So I get plenty of camels. Well, it's a matter of opinion. Of course, I have 3 camel farms to really get enough camels to trade with, but in reality it's not camels that are missing right now, it's actually those gold files. There is of course these oases. They are pre-placed, so pretty much like the Mayans. They can't be moved, and there's another one here I had just unlocked, and now I'm upgrading it. And there's also this one. It's a Noria. It's also like in the Mayans, but it costs gems to upgrade, and well, I don't have that many right now. There's a few days still until the payout on beta here, so I'm not really into using that. It looks like there's another one over here, On the other side of the river, another Noria, and of course some oasis that take some time to reach, but it's just how it is. I have decided to move further down here because the bridge cost money to unlock, and I don't really have it. I've wasted 10,000 to get this far, just to realize it costs 35,000 more, 35,000 which I don't really have. Now, why don't I have it? Well, let's look at the research tree. I've gotten this far here. It seems like a lot of research. And this one wasn't too expensive. I think it was 10,000, but now it's beginning to get expensive. 30,000, 50,000, 110,000. So this is around where everything gets slow. I need to unlock this one to get further in the campaign. Get here, research oil lamp, and have an oil lamp maker. So it's really a stretch into the future, but what's important is to look into this chest. It's not only hold a lot of items to upgrade your wonder, it also holds expansions. So there is really a nice gift from actually doing those tasks you get here, because they actually leave you some expansions, and I've already gotten a few this way, so pay attention to those. And of course, here's research paper packing, and it also has a counter for accept offers in the bazaar, so you're also getting paid for doing that. That's just 1,000 camel, that's not really that much, but the gold files I could really use right now, but I need to complete 7 more trades before I get that. And of course, the usual one, upgrade your wonder. And as one to get it to level 10, it still gives Arabian antimatter. Now, is those new heroes worth it? Well, it gotta be a matter of testing and opinion. The Scheherazade here, well, that's a 4-star, and well, it's hard to tell out of the pure numbers. Well, I'm not good at it at least. But the interesting thing is her ability here. She charms the 2 farthest enemies for 7.23 seconds, prioritizing heroes. Now, it doesn't say much about what charms does, and well, you can see in the presentation with you that it drags them closer unwillingly, so they're not that far away anymore. And but other than that, it's not really well describing. So I hope to get her at some point and find out how good she is actually. But charming to 2 false enemies, that's a lot like Cleopatra. Now looking here at Harun al-Rashid, that's a healing oasis, and heals all allies at level 40 for 444% of his base damage. That's not really a lot, especially not if you compare that to Tiger Lily or Hatshepsut, but any excess healing is stored and converted to damage the next time the targets deal damage with an attack or ability. And that is the essence of whether he is gonna be good or not, because especially when you drop your ability early, and well, it's a rather long initial charge, unfortunately, but when you drop it, a lot of your heroes usually are not hurt at all, and can actually being able to use that on your own without any relics. Well, that's actually a good thing. So I really want to test him and find out, is that really good, because well, he might not heal a lot on the frontline units that actually have taken damage, but if that is converted from the others to a lot of damage, well, it might even be really good. But also potentially it might be placed at the wrong place and wrong level of damage and healing. Then there's the Saladin here, and well, I'm not sure whether he's good either, but he has the Fortress of Speed, and I really have a difficulty to look through if this is really good or really bad. He increases the movement speed of the ally with the lowest hit points that is not yet affected by this ability by almost 30%, and that's at level 40, so it gotta start out at a low point. For the rest of the wave prioritizing heroes, so that's a good long period. Increase the attack speed also of the target for the same amount of percentage for the rest of the wave. When the target's hit points reaches 0, it transfers the effect to the nearest ally. So you're not really losing this effect for the wave, it just jumps to the next hero. And shields the new target for 10% of the max hit points, which also counts for a lot of things. So if you got 2 close combat units that's fighting to keep themselves alive, another 10% extra hit points as is actually giving them some sort of healing and boosting their attack speed and movement speed at the same time for the rest of the wave, and then that stacks on more and more heroes. So potentially this can be really good, but I really want to test it to figure out whether or not it is it, but I'm not really sure I can be that lucky, because potentially if I'm out of luck I'll need to collect 400 of those, and that's repeating this event like at least 12 times, I think, before I reach 400, and that's a long time to get either of those in a worst case scenario. Now, I guess that's more or less the most things I can tell about right now with the experience. I suppose there will come some task at some point to build this bridge, so I'm ahead at that point, but I need to finish some others to get there. So I might have wasted this a bit. Now let's jump back to the new account and see if we can make it to build those last things, so we can actually finish a few missions and see if not that one. Yeah, see if there is some good things at the end of the bar. Let's just put that one there and another merchant there. That should be the first task here, so we can see how the first one looks like. Yes, 2 of those, and we just want to get past these 500 here, so we can really get something for our money. Now, the thing here with merchants, you actually have to make them work. You set them up actually. So here, collect some dirham, collect some gold files. That doesn't take too long, especially not on the dirhams here, because well, we're already there. But 8 gold files takes a little longer. As you can see here, that was only 4. We need 4 more to we'll continue this mission, and that takes a little time. And in that meantime, let's just find some expansions here, because we got a lot early on. And this one, the Oasis, actually costs 2,000, so we need to well, find some money somewhere to activate it. Now this one ended, and we got this, and the story, I don't really care to read it. Now this one, I already reached camel husbandry, because I need camels, and well, the interesting part is not too much of the camels, but let's just put it up there, have it in here. You can really get some a sweet spot here with some good decent what are they calling it here? We're calling it some yeah, well, and the interesting thing here is actually this one, the chest. Already here, this early, you'll get an extra expansion for fulfilling these 5 little missions. That was what I wanted to end up showing you. And of course, as you can see here, only 1 camel per minute, as long as it's only level 1. So that's rather small start out. But as you can see here, and so are the amounts here that we can buy here at the the bazaar actually. So, well, I guess this more or less sums it up. It wanted me to collect 1 camel, so let's do that and show you how that is. And as you can see here, it costs 10,000 here to repair the first level of the bridge. It's not a major amount, but it's also a decent amount if you got none. So, well, that's 30 seconds left, and well, we can look into this one and see how cheap, or not cheap, depending on how you see it is early on, but also that it grants you already 3 extra workers just reaching level 1, and it's a good decent upgrade to your dirham collection. So it's a it's worth doing this first mission a bit fast here. As you can see here, I get 5 camels for completing this one. I have researched the bazaar already, so I get another bunch of money there, and it wants me to collect 10 of those in order to get another 250, and then I'm really where I should be in earning some trades here. And as you can see, it's already counting down. It's it really starts fast out here. That was the 10 we needed. That was this, and then accept 1 offer. So we just jump into the bazaar and take an offer. Well, we can see we will soon need extra offers. So taking 1, and it's completed. And now I got an extra expansion to place, which is nice. And then we can see here that we need to research coffee and incense to start producing the goods for the wonder. I will say thank you for watching this video.